Inspector General, the New York City Housing Authority, known as NYCHA, has a long history of mismanagement and corruption, which has created unsafe and unacceptable living conditions for thousands of New York City residents. In 2021, the Brooklyn District Attorney charged 9 NYCHA contractors with bribery as part of a kickback scheme. Your office recently participated in an investigation that led to the sentencing of 2 NYCHA superintendents for accepting bribes from contractors. It seems that every time you turn around, someone tied to NYCHA goes to jail for one form of corruption or the other. Inspector General, in 2019, New York City formally committed to addressing the serious problems with living conditions in NYCHA housing as part of an agreement with HUD, the EPA, and the Southern District of New York. In your opinion, have they fulfilled this commitment?
You're referencing the monitor that was assigned to NYCHA. We have not reviewed the activity of the monitor. We keep an eye on NYCHA. We look at their reports as they come out. We have
I'm sorry, who does the monitor report to?
That's a good question. I'm assuming, I don't want to get out too far on the issue with the monitor and be incorrect. So I would have to get back to you on that.
Okay, but when you say that we have not reviewed any of the actions of the monitor, so did HUD not enter into an agreement with NYCHA with respect to improving the living conditions of its residents?
I believe HUD's party to the agreement with the monitor. We, as the oversight agency, we're not party to that agreement. And when I say we didn't look at the monitor, we do look at the reports that the monitor puts out. And we take NYCHA into concern when we're looking at our work. We learn from NYCHA, and we have several investigations involving NYCHA, as you pointed out.
Who administers the federal funds that goes to NYCHA?
The HUD, the government, yes. HUD does.
So you're telling me that we continue to administer federal funds. NYCHA was party to an agreement with HUD, with the Southern District of New York, with the EPA, on serious problems with living conditions, and we haven't done anything to talk to the monitor. We haven't done anything to provide oversight of the serious failures of NYCHA?
I confess, Congressman, I have not spoken to the monitor. Perhaps I should speak to the monitor.
I would strongly recommend when you leave here today, you might want to pick up the phone.
Okay, and I'd be happy to speak with you about this and learn what you know about this. I would be happy to.
Oh, I can tell you, last year, being part of the New York State Assembly, I voted down the New York City Public Housing Preservation Trust because it was nothing more than a scam. New York City Public Housing was changing the way that it was getting funding as part of this scam. So it was using tenant protection vouchers instead of Section 9 so they can get more money. And yet you're telling me not only are we giving them more money now, but we're not providing any oversight?
I believe the monitor is providing oversight. I can't speak to the quality of that oversight, frankly. I can't. I can tell you we do investigations.
Whose job is it to investigate the quality of that oversight?
I am not certain who the monitor reports to. I will do my best to find out.
That's just remarkable. So, given that, based on your testimony, you have not had any conversations with the monitor, you're frankly unaware of what the monitor has been doing. Is that what you're testifying today?
We speak to the department. I speak to the Southern District of New York. We ask for updates periodically, and we read the reports that come out. And we also conduct our own independent investigations into activities at NYCHA. Okay,
so what independent investigations have you recently conducted that would answer my original question, which is, has NYCHA fulfilled its commitment to improve the health and living standards for its residents?
We conducted an investigation of a lead worker at NYCHA who was a whistleblower who came forward, and we uncovered hundreds of inspections at NYCHA that did not live up to the lead-safe hazard rule. They were falsifying documents. They were getting out of visual inspections because of the falsification of those documents. And it caused me to start my entire initiative looking at health and safety issues in public housing.
And yet what HUD is doing is giving NYCHA more money, despite its failures to improve the living conditions of its residents. It's shameful, and I would strongly encourage you to meet with the Inspector, as the Inspector General, to meet with the monitor immediately.